2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow, there's your line. Shoot. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Okay.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Shift. Hey, 43. Check 9.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
Here we go. 10 logo.
On 1st down, Locke. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Okay, just like that.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Locke eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
High 7.
53 is the mic. They can't hang with us.
5.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Yellow. Check in. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This is Grant. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Damian Wilson in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Locke. That's complete to his running back, Grant. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Hill on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Yellow, 15. Alrighty. He's not going to get me. Check four, check four.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Riblin, Riblin.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed cross. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Malone, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mahomes firing complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Motion, motion. Let's go.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
7, 8, read. Hey, Delta. Man, I got you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On first and 10, here's Locke. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Locke will try again on second down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Locke. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before half for Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Got an open man, it's Foster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Locke now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Switch.
38-yard line.
Out.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Yellow. I'm going, 80. 34. I got it. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
All right, T, let's, all right, T.
15. Check 24, watch 24.
Check nickel.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Attack! Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Watch the screen.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. Mahomes throwing on 4th. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's gonna be a long day.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's Hill, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
15. 34, right 34. Scoot.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, it's on attack. Quick edge. Come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Coleman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Lock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Jordan Lucas there on the stop. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on third down. Lock. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch it.
Locke going to go on fourth down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They go play fake. Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Again, that's Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Yellow! How's your little lady? Come on, come on. 57. Shit!
To throw again on second down. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's third and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Steps away to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
I got you. 80 weapon. Check 25.
Rush in. Rush in. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, 15.
Right 34. Scoot.
Yeah.
Go.
Now it's Mahomes again, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not